I tweak or mix this, you know. It sounds cold.
Where do you think we got it?
Hello everyone, welcome to something a bit different. This is what I'm going to be calling the discussion. This is me bringing to you hot topics in the world of sport so we can debate about it. Hopefully soon we'll be able to have live shows where you can call in and debate with me real time. But for now, I'm going to be talking to you about something that we will talk about. The GOATs. We're not talking about any farm animals. We know what we're talking about in the world of sport. And it is who is the greatest of all time in a chosen sport. We've seen the debates. Ronaldo versus Messi, for example. Most common one. Let's get started with that. Lately I've been seeing people are saying Ronaldo is the GOAT because of his international record. But is that true? Just look at the teams that Argentina have to play compared to Portugal. You may say, oh, they're both international teams. Surely they play the same internationals. Let's look at World Cup qualification, for example. We'll look at Portugal and we'll look at Argentina. See how they fare up. We'll do the most recent one, the World Cup of 2018. Portugal's group. Switzerland, Hungary, Faroe Islands, Latvia, Andorra. Portugal scored 32 goals in that campaign. Ronaldo scored 15 of them. And Messi's group, Argentina's group. Hungary, Colombia, Chile, Peru, Brazil. They have to play 18 matches against opposition like that. Surely it's inevitable that Ronaldo's going to have the better international career. You may point to me and say, Ronaldo's won the Euros. Was he playing in the finals? Are we just going to disregard Messi's Olympic title? Isn't that an international event? People may point to Messi's ability and say it's something out of the ordinary. We've never seen that type of ability before. But are you then forgetting what Ronaldo's accomplished across the board? He's done it in Italy, Spain, England. But yet again, people may say Messi's ability. Is ability what we use to say who the GOAT is? Let's just go to the world of tennis. Roger Federer. People think he's the greatest of all time. The best player ever to pick up a tennis racket. But is that true? He's only won one clay court Grand Slam because of Rafael Nadal. The same Nadal who's won multiple hard court Grand Slams. Isn't there an argument for him? What about Novak Djokovic? He's the only man, the only player to beat Rafa Nadal in straight sets in a Grand Slam event. He also beat Federer's record of winning 3 consecutive Grand Slams, year after year after year. 3 Grand Slams, 3 years in a row. Isn't that something? Why do you never hear his name when it comes to the greatest of all time? Maybe because he isn't likable. In the era of Nadal and Federer, maybe his likability doesn't get a chance for him to shine. You know, we all know he's had problems with engaging himself with the fans. So is that something we need to look at when it comes to the GOAT? Who's the most likable person? I know I used to think like that when I was younger. I couldn't really relate to Messi. I never heard him speak a word of English. I heard Ronaldo speaking English. I was like, I can relate to him. He's the greatest of all time. Is how likable you are something that really matters? Look at LeBron James. 51 million followers on Instagram. 45 million followers on Twitter. We all know about Taco Tuesday. He engages with his fans. Surely that's why a lot of people call him the greatest of all time. He's the one they can relate to. Yeah, they know about the Jordan shoes, the Jordan trainers, but do they know the man behind the brand? Do they know he won 6 NBA championships along with having 6 MVPs? Not many people could win when Michael Jordan was about. People like Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller couldn't win championships. Surely that's greatness. Surely that's the best. No one could eat when Michael Jordan was around. No one could come to the table of winning chips. However, in LeBron James' case, players like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Dirk Nowitzki, Kawhi Leonard have all ate at that table. They've all won championships. But you may say the era Michael Jordan played in was easier than the one LeBron James played in. But is that true? That's for you to decide. You see, being likable is one thing, but does it mean that you are the greatest? You see, LeBron James said he was the greatest of all time when the Cleveland Cavaliers completed their comeback in Oakland, Game 7, come back from 3-1 down. That moment made him the greatest of all time. But are we now looking at moments? Is moments what decide it? For example, Tyson Fury says that moment against Vladimir Klitschko added to his legacy, made him one of the greatest of all times. But does that night in Germany really make him better than the other heavyweights? I don't know. You see, it's clear to see that this greatest of all time title matters in the minds of these athletes. And it's clear to see that it's what pushes them on to be so great. I think it's what pushes them on to be so great. And it's what allows us to enjoy the world of sports so much. Them going up against each other to be the greatest, to achieve things that their counterparts couldn't achieve. That's why we're able to have discussions like this, because of this title. But is there really a checklist? Is there really something that makes you decide who the GOAT is? For me, it comes down to 2 things. What do you care about most? Ability or achievements? The 2 A's. Or do they go hand in hand? You see, it's the same with American football. Who's the GOAT? Aaron Rodgers, the one with the ability, or Tom Brady, the one with the more achievements? That's for you to decide. Thank you for listening. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time on the discussion. Thank you.